Sorry about that, guys. I hit a button on my new phone that I shouldn't have hit. Next up on the block is now the number 3 blown Camaro. This is one that prior to leaving the jackhammer could not beat, which is why he settled in the number 4 spot. Let's get the weight on this Camaro, and we'll send him down the track. 40.6 grams. Let's get him going. Jackhammer in the near lane, Camaro in the far. All Camaro. 21.28 to a 34. Let's switch it up. Camaro's now in the fast lane. He's up 6. Camaro is now up 10 after 2. He gets another tick on this, it's all over. And just showing you what happens when cars don't come out, sometimes they will get against this foam. This is very soft foam on here, and they'll just get caught in there, but they're not caught in a bad way. They're just not going to recoil back through the finish gate, but they're stopped safely, and they stay within their boundaries. All right, the Camaro's up 10 after 2. Jackhammer brought it back to 8. I thought the Camaro actually went through the line first there. I'm not sure how that result occurred, but that's what the clock is saying. But I could have swore that Camaro won that race. We'll take it back upstairs, and the Camaro has an 8/1000ths advantage, headed to the right lane. Takes the beat, but he still gets the win. 8/1000ths got trimmed to 4. So Camaro holds the spot, but we'll have to take a look at both cars after filming here and see what we have with some reworks. All right, just as he left, the jackhammer sits number 4 in the 31 to 40 metal bottom class. Pretty cool. We'll have to take a look at him, especially this right left rear wheel. So we'll see what happens in a little bit after filming. Let's get to that Mustang. If the Mustang wants in the case of insanity, he's going to have to get by the gatekeeper, which is my fastest Johnny Lightning, black with flames, 69 Camaro. You know what, you love it. He's coming in over 60 grams. He's coming in with a lot of attitude. And let's weigh him up to get the exact weight and get him on the line. Sorry about that. His exact weight is 60.8 grams. Now, let's get him on the line. For the gatekeeper spot in the top 24, Camaro in the near lane, Mustang in the far. Oh, Camaro. Boys, that's my gatekeeper right now. It was 21.20s, high 20s, about a month ago. All right, Camaro is up 4. Camaro is up 6. That's moving. Mustang punches back to cut it to 4. Great times, real consistent. The deciding race number 4, and the Mustang is in, I think, the faster lane right now. It's down 4. Here we go. Oh, Mustang won, but I don't think by that much. Yeah, only 2 ticks. Camaro holds that gatekeeper spot after 4 races. That Mustang is right there. All right, that takes us back to the 51 to 62 metal bottom class. Love this class. There's pretty much every ride from about here up that is right there with running with the gatekeeper, but just can't get in. Let's see where the Mustang is by starting him out with the Scoop Dively Mach 1. I don't know what is wrong with my camera work right now, but it looks really, really weird. I don't know how this is going to come out, guys, but apologize for any contrast problems. Let's get him on the scale and on the rack. Okay, I just learned if you tap the screen of where the image is, it will do whatever it just did, so I do apologize. I'm not even sure how I knew to tap it to get it back there, but we're back at a normal contrast, and there is that 71 Mach 1 Mustang. Gotta love it. Let's get him on a scale. He's in at 57.2 grams, and knowing how this car runs, he's going to give that 50th anniversary all he can handle. They are where they are. Race number 1. Oh, 08 for the 50th anniversary. 05 for the Mach 1. He's up 3. Here we go. Race 2. The Mach 1 is up 3. The Mustang punches back and almost knocks him out. Wow, he's up 13 after 2. If he's up more than 11 after 3, that 50th anniversary takes the #1 spot in the 51-62 medal. 50th anniversary is up 13. Oh, he just got it in the threshold, the Mach 1 by 3,000, so it's a 10,000 difference heading into race number 4. All right, 10 thousandths difference. The 50th anniversary is in the near lane. The Mach trims it to 4, but that crazy run kept the Mustang ahead. But it just tells me that the Mustang, even though it's #1, one anomaly run, would win in rocket rounds, but that doesn't prove a fast car to me. Sorry guys, it doesn't. So yeah, he's #1, but with an asterisk. All right guys, there they sit. 50th anniversary holds a tenuous #1 spot in that 51-62 metal bottom class, followed by the Mach 1 by Mustang, 1971 Mach 1, and that's Hot Ones. And then an original Hot Ones, I actually found or made fast a red Murata. I had 3, 4, 5 of them, I don't know. And this guy just stood up and said, hey, notice me here about a couple weeks ago. So good to see. All these cars, like I say, in the top 6, maybe now even in the top 9, are right there at the gatekeeper spot of the top 24, but just can't get in. And nonetheless, it's cool to have cars that are running 21.0s or low 21 teens in my weight classes, which never happened before. So let's move on to today's racing. Finally, we're going to start out today's racing with the 2011 Fisker Karma you see off to the right, and we're going to look at the Karma G6S, which is out by Matchbox right now. In the past, guys, I had one that was pretty damn close to the gatekeeper spot in the 31-40 plastics. I've tested a couple since and they haven't been close. This guy, I have no idea what he's going to do, but we're about to find out. Let's get these guys weighed up and in the line. The 2011 Fisker Karma is coming in at 37.9 grams. The Karma GS6 is coming in at 32.9 grams. Let's rack them. The 2011 Fisker Karma in the far lane, the Karma GS6 in the near lane. The Fisker 2151 to a 2185. We'll switch it only to see if the GS6 breaks in. GS6 broke in a little bit, but no match for this Fisker Karma. Let's put him up against the gatekeeper, which is going to be futile, but nonetheless, we'll put the Fisker Karma there and see what he's got. The current gatekeeper is this FTE. I went totally blank. It's the Lotus Esprit. Sorry about that. This is the FTE Lotus Esprit. Let's weigh him up. 37.7. He is the gatekeeper for the 31 to 40 plastics. Lotus in the far lane. Fisker Karma in the near lane. $38 to $46. The Fisker is not running too bad. That is a 12 1000 speed. Let's switch it up one more time. If it's 12 or more after 2, it'll be done. 11 or less, we'll see what happens after race 3. Here we go for race 2. Pretty scary that I'm doing accounting work right now, guys, right? I'm the business manager for a bowling center here locally, and yeah, it's only an 8 1000 speed. So let's get these guys going. I'm going to start them from here. Here we go. Fisker's not bad at all. That guy's not bad. But 38 to 53 is too big of a beat to take it into race number 3. What it will do, though, is if y'all remember the manufacturer's cases that I'd started, yeah, these will be my potential boxes. Everybody has their own little system. These will be the manufacturer's cases of cars that do not make it in the ranks, but have some potential. I'm just going to have some fun racing them, and collecting them, because some of them are just downright gorgeous. So right here is where we had stopped before. So let's go ahead and put this Jaguar XJ mystery models against the Fisker and see if the Fisker has anything for it. And we'll move it up in the manufacturer's ranks. Those ranks are just for fun, just because you don't want to put cars in a heap that might have some potential and beautiful. You gotta have both. Can't be one or the other. So here we go. That's the Fisker. The Fisker takes that Jag down. 56 to 68. Doing the math now, that one is an 8 1000 speed. Let's switch it up. And for this case, guys, I am going to run only 2 races, not 4. It's just for the main cases. Here we go. 8 1000 speed. Fisker with the advantage. I don't remember if I switched him or not, but it doesn't matter. It's too much of a beat to even worry about that. We're going to move him up. All right, looks a little confusing, but right now there's still only just 7 cars ranked. All these other ones have been some reworks of 2 phases ago in my world. They were reworked, I don't even know when, in the fall or the winter. A couple different techniques and methods beyond that, so we might have to revisit some of these cars to see what happens. But for right now, let's just have some fun. We're going to move them up to the number 3 car in the manufacturer's case. It's a Thunderbat 4. I have no idea if this is a European car or not, but I'm just saying that it is because I just like the car, and he's pretty quick. Let's see what we have when we get him on the track. Start him from here. Here we go, race 1. That's the Zender. Too much for the Fisker. 54 to 63. That is a 9 1000 speed after race 1. Can the Fisker respond, or is it over? Fisker responded, but not enough. 61 to 64. Zender holds his number 3 spot. All right, let's slide back a couple for this Fisker. He currently sits at number 6. Let's put him up against this number 5 Ferrari F430 Challenge. Let's go. Race 1. The Fisker by 7 1000s. Let's go to race 2. Puts him to bed. 66 to 68. He's got a spot. And in the manufacturer's case, we have the company car, Jaguar XJ220. Can you imagine if that was your company car? Let's get him in the line. All right, Jaguar company car in the far lane, the Fisker in the near lane. And here we go. That's a rework company car, guys. One and done. All right, you all have your potential cars. These are my potential cars, so we have a couple ahead of them, but this one was just now reworked. These haven't been with the new process, so let's take a look. I'll go back to that Lotus gatekeeper spot, and again, the crew chief is working on something that's paradigm shifting. Has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. If it works, that'd be great. I'm only about 25% optimistic, but we're going to find out soon. Here we go. Gatekeeper race. Lotus got a huge jump there. 41 to 40. I'm sorry, 42 to 48. Let's switch it and let's see if there was something wonky at the start. We'll start them from here. Good start. All Lotus. That's why he is where he is, guys. 36 to 48. Company car edition could not keep up. Back to the manufacturer's case he goes. Manufacturer's case, he's going to have to face this Zender Fact 4. Let's get him on the line. They're already ranked, but I just want to see if the rework made a difference in the manufacturer's case. Race 1. Maybe. 49 to 59 is a pretty big beat. You know what? I'm going to give it to him one and done, and we'll move him on. All right, for the number 2 position in the manufacturer's case, it is the working class XJ220 trying to fight his way against the number 2 Bugatti EB110 SS. Both have been reworked. Let's see what happens. My money's on the Bugatti. Bad start. The Bugatti still drives around. Pretty nice time, too. 35 to 38. Let's switch them. 3/1000s advantage for the Bugatti. Better start by the Bugatti. And he is probably going to be case-worthy, guys. 43 for the Jag, 27 for the Bugatti. Let's try him out. Can he kick the Lotus out of the gatekeeper spot with 31 to 40 plastics? Let's find out. Race 1 looked pretty good. 26 for the Bugatti. That's moving. 34 for the Lotus. 8/1000s advantage for the Bugatti after race 1. Is it more than 12? Yeah, it's more than 12 here. He's up 20 thousandths after 2. That is a 2 and done here. He's going to be moving up in the rankings, and that is a very fast time for this weight division. So now we put the Lotus in the manufacturer's case in the spot where the Bugatti was. We'll come back to him and see if he can take out that Lambo. But for right now, we got a hot Bugatti. Let's move him up significantly. Let's move him up to face this Matchbox Jaguar XK. He is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's 7 in the case. And this guy's been a contender for a long time, but I think he's gonna get a spanking right now for the number 7 spot. $21.23 for the Bugatti, $21.29 for that XK. These cars run better than my metal bottoms in the same class up until about the top 3. And even then, they can't touch the plastics. It's pretty crazy. 23 to 27 is a 6/1000 beat after 1. Whoa. The Mustang. The Matchbox isn't going down on a fight. He got him by 4. So we go from a 6/1000 beat down to a 2/1000 advantage for the Bugatti. Race 3, the Bugatti up 2. Bugatti put him to bed. 20 to a 34. That puts him up 16, which is more than enough after 3 races to take that spot. We are going to bump him up 2 to have him face Bugs. I don't show Bugs too much, but yeah, Bugs is pretty lethal and has been pretty consistent at 37.6 grams. Let's line him up for the number 5 spot. Bugatti takes it. Hard landing though for both cars. 27 to 30. Bugatti's up 3. Race 2. All Bugatti. 23 to 35. He put him to bed. He was up 3. He's now up 15. That's more than enough after 2 to be 2 and done. He's moving on. All right. He's going against my number 3. That is the Man of Steel. 32.6 grams. He is no slouch. Let's get him in the line. See what the Bugatti can do against the Man of Steel. I like consistency, and right now, these top 3 or 4 cars really show it. The Bugatti's proven himself to be right there with him. Let's see what he can do against the Man of Steel. Man of Steel takes it 21-19 to 25. He's up 6 after 1. Race 2. You put him to bed. He's up 13. 22 to 29 for the Man of Steel. And that's enough to have him hold his spot. Alright, so after beating Bugs Bunny, either this number 26 Johnny Benson Cheerios at 36.1 grams, or this Bugatti EB110 SS at 37.5 grams is going to be the number 4 car. The loser will be the number 5 car in the weight class. Here we go. Johnny Benson in the near lane, the Bugatti in the far lane. All Bugatti. 25 to 35. Wow, almost puts him to bed. And Benson has been reworked, so after filming today, we'll rework him, even if he slips to the 5 spot, and we'll see what he's got then for the Bugatti after this. That's if the Bugatti takes it. He's up 10 right now. Good start for the Bugatti. Man, it gets out. There's Benson now, top ending. Up 5, so that means the Bugatti is up 5, heading into race number 3. Bugatti's up 5. We'll start it from up here. Benson top-ended him again. Bugatti's up 2. He was out on him, and that Benson has great top end. 30 to 33. Bugatti up 2, heading into the last race. Here we go. Perfect start. The Bugatti has the spot. 24 to 25. Wow, 2 great times on the last runs. That's great to see. And Bugatti ends up taking that and the 4th spot. And so the Bugatti EB110S goes from the manufacturer's case, which is my second chancers, or the potentials, or whatever you want to call your cars that are having potential. I just stick them in the manufacturer's case, then do the rework, and boom. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, last but not least, I've been saving this one for a long time, guys. I've been wanting to feature him for a long time. It is the Thunderbat. The Hot Wheels McDonald's Thunderbat. It's a very interesting casting. I've already taken him out and reworked him, but I just wanted to put him in the package for you so you could see what it looks like. The back, the bottom. The year, I believe, was 1995, which means it was a 96-inch issuance. I'm going to start saying that because that's what it is. I'm going to say 99.9 times the date that you see in the bottom. That is not the year that it's issued. It's issued in the year following. So it's a 1996 Hot Wheels McDonald's Thunderbat. It's a Ford. It's a Billy Elliot Thunderbat. The wheels worked amazing. So let's get him out. Let's see what he does. This is definitely a beautiful example of the Ford Thunderbird. Bill Elliott drove the Thunderbird in the 1980s, and probably two of the most iconic race teams and crew chiefs at the time. One in IndyCar and one in NASCAR. And Bill Elliott and his family built some very fast cars in the late 80s that changed the game. NASCAR didn't like the fact that one family discovered innovation and speed, and they ruined NASCAR from 1989 forward. There's only a couple personalities through the 90s that kept the popularity, and once those personalities left, you saw what happened to NASCAR. Indy followed the same path. The best race team in the world ever and the best engine in the world ever was in 1994, and Indy stopped that. Well, here we have the Thunderbat, and this goes back to 1996 for Hot Wheels. And let's get the weight on this guy, and let's get him on the track. The weight on the Thunderbat in this guy feels meaty. How about that? 61.4 grams. Hot Wheels McDonald's Thunderbat. Let's see what he does on some solo runs. And here we go. Hot lap number 1. $21.16. Not too bad there. Let's switch it up. Hot lap number 2. $21.18. Pretty consistent. Not sure how that's going to fare. Definitely not in the top 24. Let's see in the 62 and over. No, a 61 gram car. Let's see in the 51 to 62s. All right, there they are, the 51 to 62 medals. The gatekeeper in that class is the Matchbox Starburst 280Z. Let's weigh him up. Let's get him in the rack. 51.7 grams for the Matchbox Starburst. Let's line him up. Thunderbat in the near lane. 280Z in the far lane. Thunderbat 13 to a 17 for the 280. Let's switch them up. Race 2, Thunderbat up 4. Thunderbat up 6. 16 to an 18. Here we go. That time the Datsun was up 6, and now Thunderbat is only up 2. Datsun took him 15 to a 19. Let's go to race 4. The Thunderbat up 2 for the gatekeeper spot. Thunderbat, a series of 4 races. It ended up a 7 1,000ths winner over the 280Z. All right, guys, we're back with our new gatekeeper. Had a little bit of an ugly scene. You know, I'm the race owner here, and I sent the pit crew to the lake for the weekend. They've been working pretty hard, and so they were camping. This new crew chief, he called them all back. He said this car is not fast enough, and he wants to see it in the 21Os. So when the guys came back, I heard a lot of words rhyming with the word duck and truck, and could have heard them say fudge once or twice. Maybe they just wanted some fudge or something like that, or maybe they were going to go hunting duck. I'm not sure. They kept saying words with that connotation or that rhyme to it, so I'm not sure. They were a little angry. They reworked this car, and they left. They didn't even stick around to see what it's doing. So right here, we're going to match them up against the number, boy, it's crazy. Right now, he's going up against the number 12 Solaire. This is now the number 15, the gatekeeper in the 51 to 62 class. And this new crew chief, he's kind of a slave driver. Red Solaire in the near lane. The Thunderbat in the... I'm sorry, the Red Solaire in the far lane, the Thunderbat in the near lane. Here we go. Yeah, the boys didn't take their cell phones, but they'd be happy with what the crew chief ordered them to do. 21:03 to 17.